The thing that always amazed me with the mission that you created, the One Heart mission that you decided to continue and really bring forth, is it's taken you to so many different places, and one of them is Oregon State University. I am so impressed because how many years have you been teaching there now?
I first lectured at Oregon State in fall of 2004.
Oh, wow, that
and
long
then
ago.
started teaching in January 2005.
Oh my gosh,
So
you've
I've
been
been
there
there
that
for
long.
over 11 years now.
Yeah, but I mean that program has grown, and I mean it's amazing. How many? I mean, you told me you had. I mean, how many students is it per semester? And I remember when you told me, I said I don't have enough room. The class always sells out.
Well, the class evolved over several years, but it's a Native American flute class that focuses on cultural diversity with the tradition of One Heart and other Native American traditions. And then what we do is we learn about those traditions, and then they spend time on relating them to their own contemporary and other indigenous methods, right? And then the second thing is everyone receives a flute, and they learn how to play the flute. They learn traditional songs, they learn contemporary songs, they learn scales.
Wow.
They play together with other instruments. I bring in accompaniment. They play together with guitars and percussionists. And when they're done
How
with
fun.
oh, it's great.
I can see why it's
a dream
popular.
job.
I know.
And it is.
It's a dream class. I
Oh.
mean, I want to sign up for that.
And it's
one.
accredited, and
I was gonna
it's
ask
been
you that,
audited
yeah.
3 times, and I've had to work with other professors on the curriculum to meet the accreditation requirements. It's actually accredited. As far as I know, it's the only class like it in the entire country where students receive credit to learn how to play the Native American flute.
I know it's the only one because I've checked on it, and I'm sitting there going, how can we spread that word out there? I mean, you've done some magic with that. That's pretty cool.
Well, currently we have 3 sections a term, and it equates to about 1,500 students a year take that class, and they play the flute, and I stay in touch with quite a few of them after they graduate, and there's a lot of flute players out there. And what's really interesting is the approach that we take is to find their own voice,
Right. Oh, good for you.
find their own
Yeah,
heart,
yeah. That
make
makes
their
sense.
own songs. So they do learn techniques, they learn traditional songs, they learn how to play with other instruments, but the destination in that class is before they leave, they write their own song, they learn how to play their own self-expression, which I think is really amazing.
It's phenomenal, actually. I mean, 1,500 students a year, and you've been doing it for 11 years?
I think we've had 1,500 students a year for the last 4 or 5 years. Prior to that,
Okay, that's still-
it was around 1,000.
That's still 6,000 students. I mean,
then-
that's a lot,
yeah.
lot of people out there playing.
There's been a lot.
Yes!
I think
I love that.
we said we had about 12,000 people that have taken that class
Wow,
total.
that's very cool.
And it's a wonderful to go down there. I have learned so much. I mean, I'll look at my classroom and I'll have African Americans, Muslim, foreign exchange students. We'll have Muslims and people from Asia.
Wow.
And people who are brand new to the country even, and they all have Native American flutes, and we're all learning the history of the flute, and then we're talking about how that history, we have these open discussions about how that history might relate to their own traditions, their own cultures. What are some of the similarities? What are some of the differences?
Right.
And it's a really healthy, safe environment. I'm so blessed to be part of that. I can tell you it, beyond recording and performing, far beyond that, being an educator and sharing that sort of information is the greatest honor I've ever had.
I could see that because the other part of that is you're teaching those people how to express their feelings and their emotions and who they are through music, which is, I think most of us can do that, but we never get the opportunity to actually learn that in an easy way. Good for you.
And less than 15% of my students have ever played another instrument.
Wow.
So,
That's great.
you know, you've got 120 plus students, 130 students per class,
Right.
who are playing an instrument for the first time, and by the time they are complete the term, they can play. They know how to write songs on their flute. They can express themselves. So it's a beautiful opportunity.
Well, I mean, you teach. I know you're involved with flute circles.
Totally.
Plus, you've got a day job.
Well, my day job is very important to me. I work for my tribe, and I'm their lands manager. And I've been there for almost 20 years working for the tribe. And fortunately, the classes that I teach don't equate to a heavy workload because they're evening classes
Right.
after
Okay.
normal work hours.
Got it.
And,
I was going to say, how do you do that? That's
yeah,
amazing.
it's not a problem at all.
Right.
So it's after normal work hours
And then you gotta sleep.
during the week. and then I sleep. And then I make music, and then I record.
I was just gonna
Well,
say.
I've had people ask me that before. They're like, "Hey, brother, how did you do that?"
Right.
And I tell them, "I'm not in a bowling league.
Right.
I don't go to I don't go to bars.
Right. Okay.
I'm not a hunter.
Right.
I don't fish. I don't camp. It's music. My life is music.
That's your
Family and music.
Nice.
So I actually have a lot of free time, believe it or not. You'd be surprised."
That's great.